I only took a nap during the college entrance exam. When I woke up, I recovered all the memories of my past life. I ran out of the exam room like a mad person. I sprinted all the way to my father's funeral. I called a cement truck and said I wanted the coffin sealed forever, so he could never be reborn. I was so ruthless, because in my last life, my scumbag father faked a heart attack just so he could run away with his young secretary. He left all his massive debts to me and my mom. We were chased by debt collectors every day. We worked ourselves half to death to pay the bills, and still had to serve his mother and sister. The pain of losing her husband and the crushing pressure finally forced my mom to jump from a building. Then I was sold by the debt collectors to a bar to pour drinks. One day, the man who should have been long dead showed up in front of me. Only then did I realize his so-called death was a scheme he planned from the start. I questioned him in rage, but he slapped me down to the floor. The hatred and unwillingness in my heart sent me back in time when I opened my eyes again. I returned to the day he faked his death, ignoring the shocked teacher and classmates. I rushed out of the exam room and ran home as fast as I could. Seeing my mother alive, I swore on the spot that this time I would protect her and make that man pay the price he deserved. I took her phone and told her to go prepare dinner. The next second, the young secretary called. She said the company went bankrupt and my father had a heart attack. I told the nanny to watch my mom closely and told my mom to call my uncle and explain everything. Then asked my uncle to arrange people at the crematorium in advance. Meanwhile, the secretary was applying layers of makeup to my father. The doctor prepared the anesthetic. His fake death act was about to begin. But this time I wanted to see who would win. I brought my mother to the hospital. The doctor calmly announced the cause of death, just like in my last life. But unlike before, I felt no sadness. I walked straight over and slapped my father across the face. Then I pulled out a small knife and stabbed his body over and over. My grandmother and aunt were terrified. They rushed to stop me, afraid I might actually kill him after their pleading. I calmed down, but they knew something was wrong and tried to move the body away quickly. Before they could act, the medical examiner I called in advance entered the room and prepared to begin an autopsy. Just as the scalpel was about to cut open the stomach, my aunt ran forward shouting to stop it. She accused me of having no humanity and said I could not even respect my father's body. Hearing her moral lectures, I answered with a slap, then kicked her to the ground, because I knew she was not a good person either. I told the doctor to continue the autopsy, but just as the scalpel was about to land again, my grandmother rushed in to stop it. I was tired of their performance. I said I would call the police and demand an investigation into the cause of death. Hearing that, they froze in fear, then hurried to push the so-called body toward cremation. I stalled for time, waiting for my uncle. Finally, he arrived. Only then did I allow them to push the cart away, right after they left. My uncle told me everything at the funeral home was ready, and I knew my real revenge was only beginning.